Dumelang kaofela. Catchy tune, right? I know. I also jam to it every time I hear it. Naka libitso ke nna Gogo Moyo. Dr. Moyo to you. Okay. Um. Today we're going to be talking about relationships. Umjolo no goisha wakhona, right? So I'm opening up the platform to you guys and introducing a series within a series because like we're layered like that. Yes, we talk about ancestral conversations. We host people to talk about their spiritual journeys, but now it's time for you to talk about what's going on in your relationships. Does Ilozi meddle in the affairs of your relationship? Does your family's meddle in your affairs? Do you find that there's certain dreams that you've had about your partner that are kind of swaying how you move in the direction of love currently in your relationships? Are you struggling to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend because whoa abakoko nabamkhulu are like, izandla nenyawo. So this series is called Umjolo series within the Lesedi podcast, of course. So obviously being your host, I am happy to kickstart the show with any one of your comments or your questions or anything like that. In future, I would love for you guys to please send me a 1 minute video. You can do that today also if you've got time, or you'd like to jump off quickly and send me a 1 minute video of yourself talking about your relationships, issues, stresses, dynamics, whatever you name it. And also, please, yes, there's a number that's on the bottom of your screen. That's exactly where you post your video to. There's also a pinned comment in the comment section, so make sure that you see that as well in case it actually pops off your screen again. Everyone that's tuned in, nyabonga nonke, sanbonani, happy Tuesday. On the live, we already have Ukatle Tau rather, and Malele, Nono, Ratu, Nokolo. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sanbonani, you got this. Oh, certainly, right? Welcome, Connie. So we're streaming on a variety of platforms right now, which is YouTube, our home, Twitter, as well as Facebook. So please do let us know where you're watching us from geographically, also where you watch from in your dining room, at work, or in your kitchen while you're still a work from home person, right? So let us know where you're calling us from, and I would love to get into your questions already. Ase Mahle is sending us a virtual hug. Buipilo, Noctula, Fiona, Charlotte, hey mama, and also Badisa, Tembelihle. Okay, Madzi's also on the line. What's up? Sibusiso, Tabile, no, Namsa. What? I move so quickly. Khadebe, Yolanda, Sunshine, Gift, Nomzamo. Okay, cool. I'm glad. So you guys are in Pretoria at your home. One says on the way from the office to Auckland Park. Yay! Let's travel safely, right? So we got you. You got you. Don't worry. You don't have to look at your screen for this. We'll keep you updated on everything that goes on the channel. There's some creatives here. Togozani from Protea Glen. So guys, don't mind me. I've got a monitor on my right hand side. So if I look this way, it's because I get to see what your comments are and to be in tune and in line with you guys. Kirby and Tabi saying Shadi, Lelo Buipelo Amahle. I love you, Gogo. Thanks, Doc. I love you too, baby. Watching from the office in Middleburg. Also, guys, please make sure that you share the stream on your favorite platforms so that other people can know about the cool things that we got going on. I wanted to share a story that I saw on the timeline today. Irene from Soweto. So what's up, ma? This lady posted on Instagram in a live, and like I don't know how to feel about this because like last night he just said I love you, and he's been whispering sweet nothings into my ear for the past however months, and I don't know how to feel because I'm shattered that this guy's getting married to someone else and proposing to someone else. I always was hoping that it was going to be me, but I'm also happy for the girl because like he's a great guy. Is he really? So imagine waking up to a situation like that, guys. Like, do you know, Umjolo is like as about there and knowing about your relationship dynamics, etc. Bloemfontein here says Ntabiseng Katlego is from Durban. Tembisile is from Zola. Watching you from Hanningberg. Togoza Koko says Mbalentle. Buntle saying sending flowers. Togoza Koko says Portia. I'm in the office. Took my lunch for the live in Joburg CBD. Thank you so much, Portia. We appreciate you, ma'am. Libone says I am watching from Mpumalanga. That's one of my most favorite provinces. I visit it at least twice a year. There's no way you can't. Like the place is gorgeous and it's running fields and it's endless waterfalls and it's okay. It seems like I'm promoting Mpumalanga right now. I'm not shy to though. Umpa says watching from Bloemfontein at work. Vanilla Black, hey mama, Mjolo, it is babies exhausting. I absolutely agree. That's my bita urifilwe. Edith says, Togoza Koko Moyo, please send a shout out to me. Well, I'm Lebu from the Val, Van der Vale Park. Well, there you go. Shout out to you, ma'am. Sir Lifestyle, Togoza Koko Mukwena, watching from Pulukwane. Togoza Koko watching live from Kanyamazane in Nelspruit. Oh, Kanyamazane. Says Notando. Doreen, what's up, Ma, from Pretoria? Tongaza Ketlam Jolo is rough. It's also rough when you are a gifted child, but in all love, all love is beautiful. I agree, actually, guys. Relationships are beautiful, especially when you're able to humble yourself, let yourself be your truest self. Not about rejected because you're being real, right? Than being rejected for portraying a certain kind of lifestyle or perfectionism that you're chasing because you end up uzokhathala. There's nothing that you can keep up for forever and it not play and have a toll on you, especially if it's not true. But love is absolutely beautiful, especially when you can humble yourself and see the next person for who they are. Obviously, we're not perfect. Neither of us are perfect. I may snore, you may fart during the night. Oksalayo, it's such normal attributes to a person, normal characteristics. They make up exactly who we are. So we should have room to allow other people to be, also to have room for disappointment. Not that you're already hoping or like, oh, I wonder, it's only a matter of days now, they're going to screw it up. It has nothing to do with that. It's a human nature for us to go around being full of errors and not even being able to see ourselves and how much we influence the relationship that we're in. And yeah, let's be reflective. If I can go back to the comments up there, I'm gonna go as far back as I left off. Okay. Humi says, Toga Coco watching from Pretoria, PTA will stand up. Queen is from Orchards in Pretoria again. Tembelisha says, KZN Freiburg, Freiheit rather. Mbalentle, when are you born? Where are you born, Coco? I really thought Ungwase Mpumalanga. Oh, child, I'm a Joburg baby through and through. I was actually born at Santon Mediclinic. My parents used to live in Soweto with my grandparents. And then in my early ages, we moved to Benoni in Mackenzie Park. And later on in my high school career, we moved to a different area, which is Plots. So that's the area that I grew up in. I just love Mpumalanga. I resonate with the culture. I resonate with the people. I also resonate with how Batwasisa Ingane. I don't know. There's just something about it that lives in me long before I found out. Right? Mahlohonolo says, I'm watching from Polokwane. Siando says, Gogo TGS family. Right? Come on with it. If you don't know what TGS means or stands for, you don't even know, right? You clearly have jumped on. But if since you have, we appreciate you, we welcome you, and this is the Gifted Society. Amanda says, watching from my workplace in Carnival Mall. You're down the road from me. Lungiswa says, watching from Dubai. Yeah. We're international, baby. Hi to you too. Kitimete says, I'm all the way from Val in Palm Springs. Togoza Gogo watching from Springs, says a lady. Liz Tebucha says, Tebza from Dobsonville, Soweto, Magukanya Gogo. Magukanya Mtomtala, Gutetu Mumyama. William says what from Naturena. Togoza Coco says Kulani from Mount Frere in the Eastern Cape. Black, oh, I missed that. Oh, Black Mambazo says Togoza Coco, I mean, welcome, and I'm your biggest fan, Lesedi. I don't know why I decided to change my voice by virtue of reading Black Mambazo. Anyway, Togoza Coco Nomkulu. Kitimeti says from Virginia. in Pretoria, and I meet guys, but they never last. I know, right? It's that thing of being like the most attractive flower or the most amazingly looking ornament in the room. They just ogle at you. They, they want to say a few words, but they can't. And then there's some that actually have the guts to actually speak to you. And then yeah, eventually they realize that, hey, but you're a lot to handle because like you're a solid person in who you are, and they fall off. It's got nothing to do with you, baby. It's reflective of who they are. If maybe a few people speak to you about a certain issue, then maybe you can pull it in, and reflect on it and see maybe there's something going on about this particular narrative. It's being repeated to me a few many times. And then maybe you can start working on that. But in GNG, don't make other people's problems your problems. Okay? Don't do that, girl. Vuyisile thokoza abogogo nabomkhulu sanibonani sibongile says from the Free State. Tebogo Lamola says I scrolled too fast for my own good. There we go. Dobsonville Soweto Magukhanya Kok. Didn't you already say that? Or is that a repeated comment? Oh, I'm reading again. Potritel says I'm watching from Kimberley. Okay, Lebuchanko. Thokoza Koko Moyo. This is Lebu from Omonde. Jobek Sath, what's up, Mama? Napo says Fuwe from Mafikeng. Mahikeng elbow bump. Over there, man. Right there, right there. Keeping it safe. Ntuli says sending love light from Lady Smith, KZN. Soko says Pigisile at Cosmo City. Ooh, that's nice. Umjolo needs and finding yourself before you enter. Umjolo udinga uspirit full time. Lead the way, Gogo. I agree. As Busiso. There's certain things that we can take from our previous relationships, right? That we can't necessarily take into the next. But if we're now for Stella to have the same image in all your relationships, like it's not going to bear the fruit that you want. Yes, you're a conservative person. Yes, you don't like PDA. Yes, you don't like this, you don't like that. But there's certain things that once you meet a person, all of a sudden you're open to doing them because this person is comfortable. They feel like home. So now imagine if you're conservative in the previous relationship and because you're so married to the idea of you that you end up not even letting yourself be free with this person. So I agree about the finding yourself before you enter. And yeah, it's spirit, guys. Spirit. Ay, 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 ay. Iris says, I'm watching from Limpopo. Mbali says, Joburg South. Tebogo Lichtenberg. Olwam says, Togoza Gogo, what's up, mate? Mjolo is a problem when you're a gifted person. But guys, you can say that. But what exactly about you being a gifted person makes your relationship even more difficult? Probably people who are not gifted or don't believe they are or haven't noticed that they are in relationships and they probably bakhala ngento. Excuse me. I live near a police station. There's drama all around. And I feel like these people also have like the same struggles, not necessarily down to the detail, but like the challenges are similar. And that's something that's also worth considering, that yes, you being a gifted and spirited person does not necessarily mean. I feel like they're circling around my house. Excuse the pig. Um, Maybe they found a stolen car or something. I don't know. Miriam Deep Sluts. Karabo, you look amazing. Why, thank you. Thank you very much. I remember to take a bath this morning. Thank you. Dube, I'm watching from Zimbabwe. Whoa, Kwabulawayo. That's my home, actually. That's my paternal home. So, Mkaya, what's up? Last time I was there was in 2019. I know, I gotta do better. Saying says Togoza Coco, save the video for me to watch later. Currently working. Definitely. We'll put you on. You don't have to join the live, but we'll put you on. Everyone else who's on the live, do remember to share the live, okay? Finger. Okay, Muko says, I'm from Pretoria and I just can't find a gorilla. That's not what we're talking about today. Sorry, boo. Kulufela says, Togoza Coco, watching from Soshanguve, and thank you for the follow back on Twitter. We follow back over here, okay? we follow back. Shadi says, Botswana in the house. We in the house. I've been told by Ngaka Gore there's a Ndebele man in my midst. So, well, girl, have you met this Ndebele man? Are you into Ndebele men to begin with? Do you like their culture? Do you like them as a people? But that's the thing also. Um, we might be walking a certain path in our lives and we're so committed to it. We think, yeah, but like this is me, this is I. Only for a few times in your life you get the right messages, you are moved to the right cities, moved to the right job, and you are now all of a sudden brought back to your most basic of trying to find out what's going on around you, because they've also now introduced a certain kind of spirit or a certain kind of person into your life, and that is a person you're supposed to journey with for the next couple of months or years in your life. So that's quite important, actually, to be able to be a fluid person. I want to know, have you met this Ndebele man? Do you even like them? Like, are you attracted to them? Does the language appeal to you? There's so much more. So when you guys send me the comments, just try to be a little bit more detailed. So when I talk about it, I can be more helpful and have much guidance. But actually, I'm going to be a bit more playful with this.
Oh, what happened? Yeah, the broadcast is still on.
Yeah, see. Sorry, guys, I pressed the refresh button by error. So I'm going to actually play with on this one. So, spirits, do you think Shadi has a Ndebele man in her midst? I'd love to know. I'm interested to know. Let me go back to click to the comment section. Shadi, you got a Ndebele man in your midst, ma'am? This is like literally a yes or no deck, ne? So, maybe in 5 years, and then lol, like lol. Shadi, you got a Ndebele man in your midst? What's up, ma'am? Let's see you. Spirit, please have an meditation brings awareness. Okay? Can I make you laugh? Look at the next card that came after that. Romance. So, ma'am, just maybe, okay? Seems like it's falling over to the right side of this conversation. If you want to be like Shadi as well, if you throw me a question about your relationship, I can be able to throw a few cards for you and let you know what's up, right? We're playful season here. We are here to have fun, so let's do best. Ish, this thing is busy getting caught up in my hair. Um, Sianda says, Buhlungu when you think you've met the one, and the underground gang says, bye, Felicia. I agree, actually. Let's my spiritual gift is causing me to fight with people and cause my life to be stagnant. Please help. The fighting with people thing, you're probably reflecting a lot of their energy, and it's translating through how you are now dealing with the people in your life. So yeah, go back to the basics. Can I get a card read? But I'm scared. I want to look all about everything. When I need your help, I need to help you be brave. Like sometimes when I see you talk on the TL, I want to smack you. No lie. No lie. uh Joyce, okay, Connie says, Togoza Gogo Wanyisa, I tell you, thank you, honey. I track people with their partners already, and I end up always being touch, please mute. Listen to the noise. He's trying to like shit. Oh, pardon my language. Please mute touch.
Sorry about that.
He apologized. We forgive you, touch. So Connie says, Mjolo wanyisa Gogo. Yes, right? I attract people with their partners already, and I end up always being a side chick. And I've just put my foot down, deciding to fly solo, darling. I don't know what words you need to hear or in what particular order you need to hear them in. But anything that you do many times over and it bears no good and positive result for you, abandon ship. You know? People are just naturally have taken on a very savage lifestyle where abakgotsofale dilo tse ba nang le tsona. Like they're never satisfied with the things that they have. For people to already be in a relationship and say that they're committed, but still go out there and be attracted by the most amazing people and now are ready to abandon their relationship. If you already had issues in your relationship, khala out. Start a new relationship, have closure in that relationship. Let the other person go. But generally, we're very abusive in our nature. We want to have all the pies and eat them, right? Ukatwala ho, the lady or the wife is like making a home for this person, literally down to domestication, taking care of every single area of this guy's life. But Nayana, he still has the energy to go out there into the streets and want to be seen and catch new prey, right? That's not cool. But a conversation rather specifically to you is you always deserve better. You don't need to be a person who feels like you need to look down on yourself or you're lesser for not being number one. And people, you teach people how to treat you. And if you're going to let someone make you a side chick, that's the same energy that you're sending out into the world. So I believe for you, my sister, Connie, please leave that relationship. It has nothing for you. Okay? And you don't have to be that person towards yourself. I'm not going to put them fine anymore. Next thing I'm pressing reset again. I pulled a card for you here. Know that you are a work of art. So this is how the card looks like. And it reads, artist, you are an artist. Use the gift of life that God gave you to create, bring forth, and manifest your own personal masterpiece. Your life is your greatest work of art. This is speaking to the same energy that you said that you started to adopt. If nothing pushes you, let this be it. Because you don't need to be belittling yourself to make other people feel like they need to have a relevance or a place in your life. Kalametia, you deserve better, mama. And you also got a second card. It says, shine your light on yourself. And it says, shine. Look, this, I feel like it's even making a face it's actually a beautiful card. Take risks in your work. Doing things the way you've always done produces the same, often mediocre results. Shine the light on yourself by finding a new, better solution. I mean, I just said that. So I hope you can be able to take your messages to heart. Don't be that girl. Don't be that girl. We're gonna move on. Joyce is all the way from Bloom. Leroy says, Gogo, the underground gang. Sorry guys, I scrolled too quickly. I'm gonna go to Dinewa first, Matlatsi. At hashtag ask Gogo Moyo. When are you a resident here? Well done, Penny. Is it possible that every month money disappears until you heeded your calling? Anything is possible until you go heed your calling. But yeah, that's not the conversation today. I'll forever tell them I'm ready. Mazi, I give 100% in Umjolo, but the amount of breakups is damaging in the long run. So many insecurities start to build in your life that play such a big role. I agree. I agree. But there's a song, a very old song. It says, "Take time to know her." You can't put in like 100% energy towards a new relationship. Yes, it's exciting. Yes, it's exciting. Your body reacts in so many ways, from your lower regions to your heart beating 100%, 100 beats per minute. But Oksala, you have to understand that this is a new person. It's like going to a new job and not knowing the chain of command, the steps in which you have to communicate your issues or your new ideas. You can't go 100% until you figure out those lines, those boundaries, so that you can thoroughly thrive in the position that you're in. Umjolo should be treated in the same regard, in terms of your approach should be steady. That's why you like, what is it, rent to buy, because you still want to to work on that time that you spend at that property to really make sure that it is what you want. And until you figure out that there's something better for you, you can still remain in the process, but buy it and rent it out to other people. Oksala, you don't just jump into things. You don't just jump into things. You take your time. You learn about the situation. Because by the time, and that's why I said and I spoke about having room for disappointment, you won't be as crushed because you literally also let the person be. No one's perfect. So whatever mistake that person could have done, it either could be like within who they are as a character, or it could be them wanting to lose old habits or being tripped up by a situation. I know in the beginning of my relationship there was a bit of drama that happened, but it was because of um you don't end off a relationship in amicable ways or have the conversation that this relationship is over. So now when you go around seeing stuff or seeing behavioral changes, or or just picking up intuitively on certain changes within your relationship, when you get down to the bottom of the problem or the issue, you realize that like you did not come to Gokota at this house before making sure that you've handed back the keys to where you lived at before, type of situation. um Okay, Sbusiso says, Gogo, the underground gang is coming for me. But me and Bay are resilient by nature. But it has become a struggle. Card, please, for me. Sure, definitely. I want to find out, but I feel like because you're mentioning your ancestors also, let me add the ancestors towards the conversation. I'll pull two cards for you, Nes Buddha. The underground gang is coming for me, but me and Bay are resilient by nature. Spirits, what does Leroy and his girl got to know about what's going on right now in their lives? What does he need to know? Okay, I'm going to get rid of this book because I'm not really even using this book. Excuse me, ma'am. Bye. Second card for Leroy. Smuda. Smuda Maara. I wonder where this comment comes from, because you're just going into yellow bones, rich individuals, businessmen, celebrities. These will all end in tears. Okay, so you got two cards. The first one says align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? This is how your card looks like. If you look at that girl's face, you can see it makes a perfect picture until it's back to being aligned, right? Until then, it's distorted. Your second card says be irreplaceable. Do what you do better than anyone else, dead, living, or unborn. Take pride in your details and make yourself invaluable to the process. I feel like that's also talking about other areas of your life. But from what I'm gathering from your card, especially about the be irreplaceable part, there's also a certain kind of relationship that you can keep with your ancestors where, or even in your family, in your family dynamics, that no one else is trusted with this particular role, other than Uspusis. Even in your girlfriend's life, she doesn't leave that area to anyone else but to you, because you're just that person who, when you put your mind to it, you can become better than anyone else, dead, living, or unborn. So that was your two cards. Okay. Connie, thank you for the reading. You're welcome, honey. We're not talking about those things right now. Sorry, I'm saving through the comments. Sitla Ishtali, I missed your comment. Gogo, my ex's late grandfather, approved of me in a dream, but we didn't work out. How is this possible? Probably your boyfriend has not done certain things that he's been asked to do before. That's also quite possible. Well, you're a chatterbox, aren't you? Hey, Sitle, you're a chatterbox. Your cards are like falling out, like they've got a million and one things to say. Ooh, I'm gonna go for this deck. The spirit says I must go for this deck. Why didn't they work out, spirits? Give us a card for Sihle, please. The Tyrant. A card for the Tyrant, please. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. So you got 3 cards, all in all. The first card says, remember and forgive. Your spouse, children, parents, and friends are only human. Remember what they've done right to forgive what they've done wrong. Is it impossible for someone to do bad things around you and for it to pass without you ranting and raving about it? And then it says, open the floodgates, right? When you receive, give. When you receive, give. Donate a tenth of your earnings to a charity or cause. Consistently donate, and you'll open the floodgates of abundance. Finally, your card says, choose a new direction. I think for you and this partner, it's not the right time. Lili Tula Kolota in your own personal lives. And that's why right now, as much as your grind is approving, his grind is approving, yeah, they're approving of you in the general context of who you are, but not necessarily the time. There has to be work to be done for that to be, released into the right energies. Any suggestions? Touch on the comments where you see that someone's got a question specifically to relationships. Please help and pop
Hold
it up
on, let
for
me
me,
just
please.
scroll up here.
Okay. Because I'm seeing generic questions about readings and stuff. Letsejo says, I just need to know whether it's done. It's finished in my relationship with my ex. Okay, we'll ask just for the sake of it. I'll ask the yes or no deck. That was a quick response and I didn't even see which card it was. I don't know. The situation will improve. So maybe time apart, or maybe have a very important conversation outside of the way you normally communicate, and perhaps that's going to bear the results that it needs for you. But I guess we all also know people are exes for a reason. Just saying. Have you found one? Mtembu says, I fought for my relationship because I was getting tired of having hot temper. His dad was a sangoma, so he gets my temper. So I don't understand what the question is there. I don't understand what the question is there.
Here's one from
Okay.
Dube.
Dube says, ask Gogo Moyo, can you assist? How can I balance the underground requests with my love life? Everything is upside down. I don't understand. The underground requests with my love. Balance. I don't understand what you're saying, honey. Touch, do you understand what she's saying, maybe?
I think basically she means the commitments tse a nang leng tsona in regards to taba tsa hae le badimo, and then also trying to balance having a love life simultaneously.
Okay, that's more understandable. Because everything is upside down, huh? Let's see what card we can get for Utube. I wish I could pronounce your name.
Karke Kalu.
Kalui.
Kalu.
Kalu. Okay. I'm gonna ask for another card for you also because you spoke about ancestors from the ancestor deck. This is one of my most favorite decks, guys. It's called the Work Your Light card. This is how the box looks like. It's by Rebecca Campbell and it's Work Your Light Oracle decks. Absolute favorite. I love these cards. I never do any readings without them. They usually read me to shreds as well. So if I'm gonna be read, we can might as well all be read. Dube? Why not Dube? You can't have so many cards from your ancestors that are popping up and you not be, you feel like, how do you need to balance? I feel like you still owe a lot. The conversation around you is very plenty, and you haven't even, you see what I mean? Look at that. Why are these cards falling out like this? No, no, darling. When I also feel more where you can believe that you are ready to be actually even sharing yourself, because you haven't even done enough to get your ancestors to be settled, bona kabo bona, let alone even to add more people. Spirit, one card for Dube, please. Thank you. Okay, this says check your reflection. You attract what you reflect. If you're unhappy with those around you and don't like your present situation, don't point the finger accusing. Look inside yourself. What are you reflecting? Your second card is you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. This is, look at this lady. She's walking into this beautiful place, and yeah, it only gets brighter at the end of it. Look here, there's so much light there, but look at the difficult places that they had to walk before they got up there. So you're already doing it. Just keep putting in the work. But this one, when I reflection, it hit the nail on the coffin. Yeah, the other way around, the coffin on the nail. Yeah, whichever one. Whichever one. It says if you're unhappy with those around you, then don't like your present situation, don't point the finger. Okay, look inside. What are you reflecting? So before you come at other people, there's things that you need to be doing. One. Any questions? Touch.
Kyo is a lifestyle.
So lifestyle. Hashtag ask Moyo. Bariki jisiwe. And my biggest fear is marrying a naughty, dark person. Kupakat. Hey, when? Ujisitswe. When who bona ka behavior, how do you feel like you have been about amaile? Oh wow. I wonder what about your relationship makes people believe that you were actually Ujisitswe. That's so interesting. So lifestyle, can we get a card for him? Any situation, please? Ujisitswe, go thwe Ujisitswe, a na ke nnete. Badimo ba ga so lifestyle. Kopa le re kgantshetseng. Spirit, holla at you, girl. I hope my shuffle is not too loud for the mic because I'm really, really close to it. I know when I watch tarot videos, sometimes it feels like it's so loud. So let me just move it away. Woo, so lifestyle. Hey, we have to take this out of you clearly. Who's gonna tell him? Touch, I'm gonna fire you, I swear.
Sorry about that.
On national, on live. Who has that sign?
Yeah, I guess so.
Or are you alone at home?
No, can I listen?
Yes, a lifestyle. Yes, a lifestyle. That's like, who's gonna tell him? Because it needs to get out of him. Look at this. Why? Look how I even balance your freaking card. And there's two. I just want one here as well. I want to ask a yes or no question. Is this true, Spirit? Is it true? Is this true? Is it not true? Is it bogus? Is it absolutely not true? No. I'll just answer and start by saying, this thing is so tricky. It says don't stop. Okay? Don't stop. Get it, get it. Look at that picture. I always don't like the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. Starseed, what lights you up? These are your cards. I find the one near the rose, cracked rose, I find it so interesting. It's not happening for you. It's happening for you, not to you. So that's why it makes sense when it says don't stop. Like however you are behaving towards this love life of yours, don't stop because it's not happening to you. To you means that iyenzo moena happening for you, meaning it's a different kind of energy altogether, almost like it's been allowed to you. I mean, like look at how gorgeous this woman is coming out of this rose, this cracked open. Maybe now is the time for you to open up your love. Maybe this is the best way you can do it. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like there's something else to it, but I feel I'll just draw another card because I don't like being left with questions. You can't be looking at for answers and then you come back still with questions. Woo! It is hot where I am sitting. One more card for clarification, please. So lifestyle must continue because it's happening to him. It's happening for him, not to him. Right, Spirit? And then they say it's up to you. So at the end of the day, you have to decide, right, about your relationship. This is so interesting. I feel like I need one more deck actually to help me piece these puzzles together. Any other questions? Touch. Refule says,
Thank you,
I've given up on Umjolo. Just when I thought he was meant for me, dreamt of him before I even met him. At least it was not a bad breakup though. Harima. Mahadi. Harima. Oh wow. This Mahadi, I remember going to school with a Mahadi. The picture almost looks familiar. Olam says, ask Gogo Moyo. Together, Gogo, how does one know if either of the ancestors don't want the relationship to be? That's actually a very interesting question because, okay, firstly, everybody must take care of their own relationship with their ancestors, right? You take care of your own, she takes care of her own, or they take care of their own. Being very open minded on this channel, right? And you generally have dreams or telltale signs that are left by your ancestors throughout your whole life, telling you about the different situations you go through. So you have ways in how you get feedback from your ancestors. So now every time you go visit this person, I think it's a good way when you get back home or once you've left or while you're still there. Am I still getting my dreams as I normally do? Do I feel like I leave my heart, like I leave this place? Am I okay? Like almost like what are the collective energies that you're realizing about being around this person, spending time with them, interacting with them? Because that's where you're going to find out what's going on. Because your ancestors are going to come out from the woodworks and tell you whether we're vibing with this person or you're not. And then you can assess from there. But I don't think necessarily that you should I don't think necessarily you can also speak on the behalf of their ancestors. You can only speak on the behalf of your own ancestors. So there's no need to almost obsess on that part, but definitely be mindful of your element and your side of the relationship. Because when your ancestors don't like something, trust, you'll know. Who has a question to Gogo? I has a question too. I always dream of Umkulu Ongipete appearing as my boyfriend and it freaks me out. Oh, love of my life. Let me calm you down on this particular conversation, okay? Umkulu makube uphethe, right? Ukunikeza umsebenzi omkhulu kabi to go and carry on umsebenzi wakhe. He's coming to you in the form of a boyfriend because you are your most vulnerable with your partner. You let just about anything happen. So it's really important for you to not be closed off, in terms of the how he'll translate. I think maybe if you're having really sexual dreams and it leaves you feeling uncomfortable, ungaphahla ngayo, and ask for different ways to be communicated to, because that one it's uncomfortable and it's going to make you want to even leave the work altogether. So you also have the power within you to change the way a picture appears for you or a conversation. But I'm actually intrigued by this question because why would he appear as a boyfriend? Elisa, I know exactly who you are from Twitter. You like to message me all the time on the timeline. You're such a nice person and I appreciate you, okay? I hope one day we get to meet if we haven't already. My bad. What is the situation about Lomkulo Mpete? Hey spirit, please tell me about what's good, what's good. Okay. It says the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. That seems a bit dark considering that this person is coming as a boyfriend. But there's also snakes here at the bottom. Actually, a few of them, come to think of it. And then there's lightning. Let me show you the card. So there's like snakes on this particular side here, even at the bottom there. But this is they say rite of passage. So if you're going to be walking through all this darkness leading up to this very colorful place, that means it's going to be worthwhile and you'll know why eventually when it happens, if you understand what I'm trying to say. But I still say have a conversation with your ancestor. Phahla ngayo. Tell them that the way um, they're appearing is actually not comfortable. I remember speaking about you being freaked out. I remember I had this dream where I had a very sexual experience with my brother, like biological. I woke up thinking, what TF is this nonsense? Um, and only then did I learn that sometimes sexual dreams are not always negative, especially depending on how you react in the dream. And I was participating in the dream. And a few days later, he got really, really sick of COVID. And it showed that I could not send anyone else to go attend to him. I had to go do that myself. I got him through it. But with how bad he was, it showed that I couldn't have sent either of my kids. Is food. It really needed me to, with my whole open heart and my vulnerability, uh, go and attend to the situation because it's going to need my aid. So it's really open minded sometimes when it comes to these questions. Don't feel like you can just tie it up in one one conversation.
Okay, here's another one.
Natasha says dated a guy in 2010 varsity. We stopped talking in 2011. In November 2020, mom had a dream, and in it she saw him, and Abokoko told her to ask me where my boyfriend is. Babuza ukuthi ukuphi. Darling. Okay, also setting instance, right? It could also be one of two things. Firstly, um, they're asking about him because you guys were so close together that you were basically the same person. So makabuza ngawe, babuza ngaye, makabuza ngaye, babuza ngawe. So also it could be on a level of wellness. Like how is he emoyeni wakhe? Babuza ukuthi ukuphi. Maybe there's something that just happened for him in his life, or he needs you to reach out and ask about his basic wellness and well-being. Also, it could, in the second instance, it could mean that this is someone that they really saw a lot of potential in. Yes, maybe teka while you guys were in the relationship, but he has since gone through certain life-changing moments, and it has molded him to be a different kind of person, or it sets him on a different course altogether. So it could be something that you could uh revisit, if especially if you guys didn't break up in a very horrible way or a very unkind way. Just, hi, how you doing? Just checking up. You good? I'm good. Easy. And then you take it from there. You don't have to have a long thing where you're writing, my mom dream. No, don't add that. You can add it at the very end once you figured out why you came back. So what? Someone else?
Yeah, here we are. Sililo.
Silla says, ask Gogo Moyo. So Gogo, I'm in the process of moving overseas, and but suddenly I don't see my future with my current partner. Is it time to call it quits? Card for me, please. Ooh, did the whole room say that? Because I said that, right? We all said that. Ooh. I'm trying to put my stuff so nicely that I don't have to keep moving it around and without it annoying me. Oh, I hit the desk with my knee. Okay, so Silla's moving. So Silla's moving. And yeah, currently he's not seeing a future with his partner. Does that mean anything to him? Should he call it quits? You guys are getting 2 questions. Let me see this briefly. I'll tell you now. Excuse me. Okay. First card reads, Inner Temple. Devotion, tune in to the portal of your heart. Self-reflect. Second card says, get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Why? Because you got to be original. Explore your true talents. Don't copy or pass off others' work as your own. Step up on faith to bring forth something unique and fresh. I like the freshness because you're moving. But most importantly, I feel like you need to reconsider. Okay? I feel like you need to reconsider. Which part of the whole conversation you need to reconsider is something very different. But 2 times on your cards, they're talking about you being grounded, going back to the core of things and grounding yourself and like resetting. You need to go back to ground zero so that you can be able to answer the questions of your truest nature, and that sits in your heart. At the end of the day, you might be leading a very original lifestyle, which has none of the very conventional and commercial answers to it. So, yeah. Question?
Okay, hold on. I'm just scrolling up to find one. I'll let you know.
Or feedback from someone that we've read?
Okay, hold on. Okay, let's go here while I look for some feedback.
Gogo. Okay, this is the second question from her. I had a dream, but before I met him, but it didn't work out. Will a stable relationship or a marriage ever come? I'm pretty sure. I'll get a yes or no card, but like I'm pretty sure though. Gogo, they show you things before they happen. Why would they initiate you marriage? But you'd see that. You're ready. So I think it's a timing thing, Mama. You on your side, you seem to be where you need to be. It's a matter of, is your partner ready? It's a matter of, is your partner, does he have his feet on the ground? Is he grounded? Is he with it? Can he notice the energy changes? Does he know what area of his life he's being called to? So according to your cards, you're ready. So we have 6 minutes before we reach an hour of the live. I don't want to make it too long because you guys are gonna generally get bored. It happens. I get bored too on people's lives. So I'm gonna be doing this every Tuesday, or even more days in the week, especially during midday, during lunch hour. So we'll call it lunch with Gogo, whatever it is. And yeah, you guys can also even send me your videos, your 1 minute video, so you can actually play you ask your question on the screen, there's a number below that you can send your video to. It's a WhatsApp line. So, yeah, that line does not have a direct access to me. It's literally only about the videos. So, don't ask any personal questions there. You're going to confuse the poor admin. Okay. So, there's a question here that you put up.
Hold on. Let me try find it again.
Big on healing. I love your name. Ask Gogo Moyo. Tell us, Gogo, I recently had this amazing interaction with a guy. I felt the connection die out and called it quits. He was yonke into in my letters to God. WTF, lol. Card for me, please. Woo, mama. Woo, mama. Woo, mama. No question, no card reading. You guys gotta make sense, you know. There's so many different areas of your life. I can throw a card, but it not be related to that, you know. So a card on for big on healing, please. About this real connection that she just previously had that like fell out. What does she need to know about herself? What must she carry from this relationship? Did she influence it in any way? You know, put us on, spirit. What does this lovely lady have to know? Thank you. Recovery. So I feel like you need to take a bit of time out, reassess, gain your strength, because it's about to be on its way. And the question is, where are you being called to journey to? And the second one is longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So maybe, actually, maybe that's the energy that you carry into your relationship is that you're now longing for a home, a place to call your own, just the people that you love in it, and also you yearn for belonging, you know? Um, maybe if you focus less on that part, because I feel like if we're ready, if I just thinking about it, I feel like if we're already ready for a person to be our forever after, we want to fit them in a certain mold. I mean, like if you're writing letters to God about this guy, you're rather specific. You know, there's things that you've put down on your list. Um, so I feel like maybe because it says where are you being called where are you being called to journey? Like clearly you're going somewhere. You know, clearly you're going somewhere, but where are you being called to journey to? So it's not the one that you think you're going to. That's for sure. And that's why they say pull back, pull yourself towards yourself, recover, so you can be able to see the path for what it really is. Okay, I'm gonna fire people in my home too.
Here's some
Um.
feedback.
Okay, sir. Lifestyle says, "Nah, I'm happy, Gogo. I just need to work hard and not worry about being backstabbed." I agree. I think don't you don't have to worry about being backstabbed because if this is your nature, if this is the person that you are, then they're creating their own karmic energy in it. So take care of yourself and what you add to your relationship. I'm certainly glad that you're happy in the relationship that you are in. Um, if they do anything to mess this up, it's really, truly their loss.
Okay, here we
Anyone
are again.
else? Yeah, bro. Yeah. Beauty Mele says, ask Gogo Moyo. Togaza Gogo as one of Badimu, my boyfriend and I have been together for 8 years and he been cohabiting. But I feel like Badimu Khabarati because we always fight. Ke kopa Lesedi. Mama. Also, when you left your house, to go cohabit with this person, what did you do? Why is there a specific conversation you had with your ancestors, ubihile. What you do, because you weren't obviously cohabiting from the first year or the first week. So yeah, also if you can think back between the difference between before you lived with this person and now that you are living with this person, how does that translate for you? And this is going to be my last read, guys, okay? I don't want to skip an hour. I want you guys to come back so this can be our thing. You know, lunch madness and Jolo with Gogo, something like that. Monday lunch madness with Gogo. Something like that. Spirit, please let Dumi know what she needs to know about this move that she made. I actually didn't bring my crystal. It usually clears energies up a lot faster. That's why I have to shuffle for so long. I left it as I saw myself leave it. Was it a wise move? Card for Dumi, please, spirits. Put us on. See, that's not a card reading for that. I'm not talking about my fate for. Yo, this one is nice. Please ask Gogo. My relationship is so good, but I'm scared because it's a hole and Moyo. Ooh, honey. Okay, Dumi. Okay, this is not the same beauty Melo. I almost read. Spirit, a card for Dumi, please. Really, I must raise my voice, Spirit? Why are you gonna do that? Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? I'm not even gonna carry on. This answered you. Yo, girl, this proper answered your question. Let me try balance it in a way that you can read it. Try put it in front of my face for it to focus. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Mama, honestly, I feel like you already know. The question is, are you prepared to? Do you want to? Do you want to? Maybe it's going to cost you more money if you move out. Maybe it's going to give you guys the relationship break that you need to elevate to the next level so you can start showing your seriousness towards each other. I don't know if you've been cohabiting for 8 years or just been in a relationship for 8 years. But yeah, as one abadimo, tanato tompe badim bahari siritis house, sabadim sakwayon. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. But I feel she knows. I feel she knows. See you next week, Shadi. Thank you so much, my honeys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back right here, same time. I'll let you know when I have found a systematic way of putting it up so that you guys can also anticipate it, knowing that today's a Tuesday, today's a Wednesday, today is lunch, Mjolo, Monday with Gogo, something like that. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. And to everyone that actually sent the questions and were able to interact with me, I appreciate you guys. Sometimes you may think that your issue or your situation is special and unique to you, whereas other households are going through and struggling to do the same thing. So thank you so much for sharing your stories. Thank you so much for being patient with me with my cards as well. And I hope you guys got the messages that you need and can assist you going further. Katlego says, hour well spent. Thank you so much for tuning in. And on that note, see you again next time. And I'll post on my respective social media platforms on when I'm going to be up next. Tsogazan. I've been your host, Gogo Moyo. Tsogazan.